areas that fell under the...
And now the three gender-based violence bills currently before Parliament's Justice as well as Correctional Services Portfolio Committee have largely been welcomed by stakeholders. Public hearings on the proposed legislation kicked off this morning. The bills have been applauded, but entities agree that legislation alone will not end gender-based violence. The Domestic Violence Amendment Bill, the Criminal Law Amendment Bill, and the Criminal and Related Matters Amendment Bill have been described by Parliament as crucial proposals for legislation. Parliament says it hopes the bills will change the landscape in terms of how violence against women is dealt with, presenting stakeholder agreements, but warn that for the legislation to be successful, entrenched patriarchy and gender dynamics in the country have to change. Today, the ANC Women's League, as well as Children's Institute, COSATU, and the South African Police Service gave their input. Nelisa Ngulana, the MD of PR Trends ZA, who will also be making a submission, uses her digital platform to create awareness around social justice issues, and she also welcomes the bills.
However, there are a couple of things that we need to bear in mind as we work towards implementing them. One being the fact that these bills are only just part of the state's reaction to GBV. There is still a lot of prevention work that needs to accompany these bills in terms of making sure that in the long term, we're able to bring down cases before they become cases. Secondly, there is the concern around the language that has been used. The language of the bills is very much binary. It does not take into consideration the full spectrum of gender orientation in the country. And lastly, we know that part of the biggest challenge we have with GBV is the low prosecution rates and access to the criminal justice system, especially through the police.